right, hockey fans, welcome back to another edition of Wolves Hockey Show, featuring Wolves highlights, clips, news, information, and much more on the New England Wolves hockey program. We've had a couple weeks off, doing a little break in our schedule, but it's good to be back, huh, Coach?
Yeah, it feels great to be back on ice.
Now we did have a break in our schedule, kind of some unforeseen circumstances. What's been the vibe from the guys as they came back here into the program, playing some games? What's been the feeling in the room?
Yeah, guys, I think are really happy just to be on the ice. That's why they're here. So everyone's focused on getting better, and played one game so far, but everyone's, I think, looking forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, and November is full of games, so we got a lot kind of to look forward to. So it's going to be pretty exciting there.
Definitely.
Now we did have a great, early part of the month of September. We had a great early part of the month of October. Our youth teams are really rocking and rolling. We got some clips, some video. We're going to show you that right now. So, Coach, the U14 team, right before we had a little break, they were at the Beast tournament down in Exeter, playing against some of the top competition in the U14 bracket across the country. And then they had a couple-week break, and now they're back into playing games. Tell me about the U14 team.
So U14s were playing up in Waterville. They played New Hampshire East. I know they went down 3-1, but had a good comeback and finished tied 3-3.
We got a clip we're going to show you right now. So this is about 45 seconds to go in the game. Wolves defense makes a great play to pick up the puck. They hit Cam Plum in the neutral zone. He makes a nice play, gets the puck to the net. Alex Gunderson follows it up on the rebound, puts it in the net. 3-3 tie. Gunderson got the Player of the Game award for this game. He had 3 goals, and the Wolves finished the weekend with just this one tie and a one game played. The U14's got a valuable point there when they, losing the game with 4 minutes to go, salvaged the tie. Good effort.
Yeah, big game from Gunderson there. 3 goals, Patrick.
Yeah.
Coach, here, the team you coach, U16s, had 2 games this weekend. How'd they do?
We started to play some of our New Hampshire Tier 1 opponents, and we went 1-1. We lost to the Northern Cyclones. It was our first game back from break. We lost that game 4-2. Got off to a tough start. First period, we were down 3 goals, but the team the rest of the way played really, really well. It was a 4-2 final. In our next game on Sunday, we played the New Hampshire Junior Monarchs. Got off to a really good start. Won that game 5-3. Had some really good performances by Gage LaMontagne and Nets. And up front had some really good performances from Mikas Kumpan, the player we acquired from Latvia. We got a clip we're going to show you right now. So this is late in the game, about 8 minutes to go, 10 minutes to go. Wolves will really put a lot of pressure. A number of chances. Mikas Kumpan steals the puck, gets it to the net. Brendan Marcoux tips it. I think it was Zach Orwig who followed up and put in the rebound. Coupons would finish the game with 3 goals and 1 assist as the Wolves won 5-3. Coach, Mike Potenza's U18 team, they started off pretty slow in the first weekend, but have really been playing some great hockey since. Tell me a little bit about the U14 team, or U18, excuse me.
Yeah, I think Coach Mike's team has been playing really well of late, and I think they're rolling here heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, they're on about a 6-7 game win streak. They didn't have any games this weekend, but with their New Hampshire tournament coming up in about 2 weeks, what do you expect out of that team, and who's been playing well for them?
Yeah, I know Coach Mike always gets the guys playing hard. Key player is Nick Potenza up front. I think there's a lot of guys who can contribute. So good team effort will go a long way for them in the playoffs.
And we can't forget about the goaltenders too. Coach Lou Luttrell's goalies. He's got Hunter Robb in nets. He's got Adam Amundsen. They've been here for like 2-3 years and they're a pretty good tandem the whole way.
Yeah, definitely. Now we also have the two junior teams back in action this weekend. Why don't we start with Premier team?
Yeah, so Coach Bates' EHLP team, after a couple weeks off, they've come back to work here and they had 2 games this weekend. On Sunday, they played the Walpole Express, their first game back. They lost that game 5-1, but it was a good effort. It was 1-1 for most of the game before they got a couple empty netters at the end. They followed it up today. They played on Monday, played the Maine Eclipse, a new team on league. Really outshot them, like 49-26. Really good effort. But just, you run into a hot goaltender sometimes, can't get one past them, and they were able to salvage just an overtime point, but it was a pretty good, strong overall effort. We had that goal from the Walpole Express game coming up right now. About 10 minutes to go in the second period. Bad line change. The Wolves were able to get a quick 3-on-1 break. Aiden Beckman from Atlanta, Georgia, rips a puck into the top corner of the net. Wolves tied the game here 1-1. It would be a 1-1 game for most of the game before Walpole were able to pull out the win in the closing minutes of the game. Now, Coach, talk about the EHL team.
So EHL was back after a long break as well. We played the Walpole Express. We ended up losing 5-2. Thought it was an average return to play for our team. Wasn't terrible, but wasn't really our best effort. So we do have another game coming up on Wednesday that I think everyone is looking forward to.
It's kind of like one of those. We have a 2-3 week break, and the other team's been playing a lot of hockey. They've been playing hockey really well. Like Walpole coming into the game was on a 4-game win streak. I think they're pretty happy they caught us when they did. We were off for a couple days, off for a couple weeks. They're playing, they're hot. That's pretty fortunate for them.
I think we have a lot more we can show, and I think we will on Wednesday when Maine comes our way.
Yeah. Now we have a couple images we're going to show you of some players. These are some kids who've either new to the program or returning to the program who've made a big impact so far this season.
This first image, this is LJ Newell, goaltender from Colorado, is a returning player. One of the top goalies in the league this year at 20 years old. Miles Kirby, forward from Maine, also 20 years old, new player this year. Should be a solid player for the team. Here's Tim Crane, he's a defenseman from Delaware, comes from Wyoming Seminary Prep School. This is an image of Dennis Danilov, played last year for the Bridgemen. He's a skilled player from Russia. Declan House played 2 seasons for the Wolves. Last year he played in Canada. So this is actually his 3rd year playing for us. And JT Campbell also played for the Bridgemen as a young player from Messina, New York.
So, Coach, as we come to kind of nearing that Thanksgiving time of the year, we got a bunch of games ahead of us. Who are you looking for to make big contributions coming up this upcoming weekend?
I think there's a lot of guys that can show their skills here coming up. We have a really talented group. A couple players who played their first game of the season on Sunday. Rikard Strelensky, Sergei Nisimov, 2 foreign players who should be good players for us. But I think as a group, everyone can show a lot more and should be excited to play again.
Yeah. And one of those guys we're counting on for leadership is our captain, Donnie Feldman. The coach is going to have an interview with him right now.
All right, with me now for the interview is Donnie Feldman, team captain of the Wolves EHL team. So Donnie, 2nd year playing for the Wolves. What made you want to come back this season?
Just the whole vibe of the program, how it's they want the players to get better and help us get. You guys are going to help us get to the next level, and we want to do the same here. Just the amount of skill work we do in the gym and on the ice, it's a great place to be.
So with that, what are your kind of goals and expectations for this season?
As a team, I think we can definitely bring back a championship to Laconia. I think we have a good group of guys here, good foundation that can win some games throughout the rest of the year and hopefully bring one back.
Now, for yourself personally, you're 20 years old. It's your last season playing junior hockey. What are kind of your aspirations for following this season?
I'm hoping to go to school to play hockey next year. Not sure exactly where, but excited to explore that opportunity in the next chapter.
Now, with the team this year, it's been 6 games, 4 wins, 2 losses. What kind of things have stood out to you from the guys on the team? I think we have a really good team this year. Some really good players. You play with a bunch of different good ones already this year. So, what are some key guys for us this year?
I think on the back end we got good core of our defensemen. All of our defensemen can play, can skate, get the puck up the ice, and that's big for us, getting them into the play. But then we got some guys on the top end on the front end that can score as well, from Dennis all the way through to I think Frankie had a few points yesterday. And I think it's going to take contributions from everyone, but I think we have a good top to bottom good core.
Definitely. Now, EHL team has Maine Eclipse coming in at home this Wednesday at 2 o'clock. What's back out of that game?
I think we're going to come out hard and heavy early. We're a little pissed off about how the game went on Sunday, so we're coming out guns blazing and want to get back on track here in the win column.
Definitely. Now, give us some insight into the locker room. You're the leader on the team, the captain. Maybe what can you tell us about one of your teammates? Like, who's the funniest guy on the team?
Funniest guy, not sure. There's a lot of jokesters in the locker room. One of the funniest ones, though, I think, is Kyle Penn. He really gets the boys going, whether he's playing or not. He's always getting the boys riled up a little bit.
Okay. All right, Donnie. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you.
So great interview there, Coach, with Donnie. What impresses you most about Donnie?
I think he's a really good leader. That's why he's the team captain. In 6 games, he's got 5 goals, but really he's a two-way player. So he's good both offensively and defensively. It really helps the team.
Yeah, that was one of the most impressive things when we got him last year. He came in the room, but he was really quiet. But he was a really steady player. He played the same way every game, contributed every game. And when he came back, he's one of the players I was most excited about coming back for this season.
A hard worker, too, wants to get better, so that's really important.
Now, Coach, tell me about the U14 team. What do they have upcoming this weekend?
Yeah, so our U14, Coach Guerin's team, they're playing the Vermont Flames this weekend. Should be a good matchup.
Yeah, that's a nice Tier 1 team from the state of Vermont. It's always a good opponent.
Yep. And for your team, U16s, what do they have this weekend?
We initially were going to have our New Hampshire State tournament. It'd be us, the Cyclones, the Avs, and the Seacoast Spartans. But because of COVID-related conditions, we canceled that, postponed it for another couple weeks. So instead, we scheduled 3 games. We're going to be playing the Connecticut Chiefs, which are a really good Tier 1 team out of Connecticut. We're playing them twice up here on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we're playing the Boston Knights, Tier 1 team down in Massachusetts. We played really well earlier on in the season. We beat them 2-1 in overtime. So that'll be another good game for us. Coach, tell me about the U18s.
Yeah, U18s, like we mentioned before, have playoffs coming up, so they'll be looking to have a exhibition game prior to that, so they can get ready for their GSL playoffs.
It's funny with the U18, the split season stuff. We got going in early September, so we played almost 10 games, and then way up in Berlin, they've only played 1. So they're trying to sort that out over the next couple weeks, and then get to our playoffs. And I know Coach Mike will have those guys ready.
Definitely. And what about our premier junior team, the EHL team?
Yep. So they got a pretty busy schedule. They had a game today. They'll have practice for the next couple of days as they get back into the routine of all their skills and practices each day. And then on Thursday, they'll travel down to the Ice Den and play the New Hampshire Avalanche, who are right now sitting in first place, so that'll be a good test for us. And then we play the Maine Eclipse again on Saturday. So we didn't get the results we wanted today, but quick turnaround, we'll be able to make up for it again on Saturday. Coach, talk about the top guys. Talk about the AHL guys.
Yeah, so we have, as you mentioned, Maine Eclipse coming on Wednesday to Laconia, which should be a good game, and then next weekend we have 2 games down in Cape Cod for Seahawks Hockey Club, so that should be a good test for us as well.
Yeah, we lost them early in the year, 3-1, including an empty netter. That was another one. I don't think we put our best game wasn't played that day. I definitely think there's more capabilities in our room, so that'll be exciting to see them again.
Yeah, definitely, even though it's November, we've only played 6 games, so lots of room for improvement.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's good. It's good to be back playing hockey. I got to say that. Even though it's been a tough couple weeks, kids are excited. I'm excited. Everybody's ready to go.
Definitely. All right. Well, for more information, you can check out our website, ne-wolveshockey.com.